Hello and welcome. I'm Sima Katauka and you are watching NewsX World. Let's take a look at some of the top stories. Russian President Vladimir Putin says he is ready to host a summit with Ukraine in Russia, but rejects NATO membership and Western security guarantees, while Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni rules out sending troops. Meanwhile, Ukraine strikes Russian oil refineries as Moscow claims to destroy long-range drone bases. The Kremlin says it will not accept any foreign troops in Ukraine after French President Emmanuel Macron announces 26 allies have pledged forces by land, sea or air once a ceasefire is reached. Macron says US support will be finalized soon, with President Trump signaling possible air cover as Zelensky presses for sky protection. China says it strongly opposes any move to impose economic pressure after President Trump urges Europe to target Beijing over the war in Ukraine. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Go Jiakun warns against dragging China into the matter. The Israeli military says it now holds 40% of Gaza City and vows to intensify operations until Hamas is defeated, while slamming an EU commissioner for calling the war a genocide. At the same time, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio warns countries that recognizing a Palestinian state will only create more problems. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the United States will blow up foreign crime groups if necessary, as he announces Ecuador's Los Lobos and Los Coneros will be labeled terrorist organizations. His warning comes days after a US strike kills 11 people on a Venezuelan vessel in the Caribbean, while 2 Venezuelan aircraft later fly close to a US Navy ship. Thailand's parliament meets to choose a new prime minister after days of political turmoil, even as former leader Thaksin Shinawatra departs abroad. The polarizing billionaire flies to Dubai, leaving his Pheu Thai party in disarray during the crucial vote. Australia and Japan agreed to deepen security cooperation in the Indo-Pacific, including joint evacuation of citizens at risk overseas. Japan's Foreign Minister Takeshi Iwaya says both countries will strengthen deterrence and plan for regional contingencies. Portugal mourns after 16 people die in a Lisbon funicular clash, with victims from 6 countries and more than 20 others injured. Amid the wreckage, a 3-year-old German boy survives, as authorities launch an independent investigation into this tragedy. South Korea says it will join the United States and Japan in annual Freedom Edge defensive drills starting September 15 to counter North Korea's missile and nuclear threats. The exercises will upgrade aerial, naval, and cyber capabilities and are described as essential for regional stability. A magnitude 6.2 earthquake strikes southeastern Afghanistan, the third since Sunday, when more than 2,200 people were killed in one of the country's deadliest quakes in years. Officials say the epicenter is in remote Nangarhar province, near the Pakistan border, with reports of damage still coming in.